Grab your glasses, everybody. It's time for a Moonshine Safari.
Welcome, everybody, to Moonshine Safari from beautiful Gilbert, Arizona. Hot Gilbert, Arizona.
We have finally hit the Arizona summer, although it's still not.
Technically, it's not summer,
hot,
right? But it's freaking hot.
But it's pretty warm.
It's warm. It's warm. It's getting ready for pool weather. And a lot of people have already been in the pool, but I'm a big wuss. That pool's got to be like in the 80s before I get in it. It just does. Because if not, I'll freeze. It just, that's what happens. But, Dinah, it's episode 47.
40. It's older than me now. And I have to say, by the way, if you hear me sniffing, my allergies have decided to kick in right now.
That's all right.
Sorry.
I do too. In one of the shine outs, I'm trying some new contacts. Well, new contacts. I've never had contacts, and so I put stuff in my eyes, and it makes my nose run and my eyes water and all that good fun stuff. Those of you who have contacts know that anyway. But yeah, we're almost a year old.
I know, it's crazy because our anniversary is next month, which is when we started.
We started on our anniversary, our 25th anniversary, and you can go all the way back to episode 1 and check that out and listen to all 46 episodes if you like. And that would be wonderful if you did. Like it, share it with your friends. That would be wonderful. And if you'd like to support us in any way, just reach out and contact us at Josh and Dinah at moonshinesafari.com, and we'll figure something out. Absolutely. So it's shine out time, Dinah.
Shine out?
Shine out time.
Shocking.
We do. Hey, today is a very special day as we commemorate the D-Day. Today's the day.
Yeah, and we don't want to be heavy. We just want everybody to remember, because it's an important day for not just this country, but for the world.
There's not a lot of World War II vets left.
Really,
that generation is quickly,
and we lost so many that day,
fading away. And we need to remember that. We went over there and kicked some major butt. Lost a lot of people who were under the age of 18 and didn't own a home. So there are a lot of things. So today, a solemn day. Just remember. Don't ever forget. And in that same note, like we always do, we want to give a shine out to our vets. We want to give a shine out to our deployed military all over the world and their families.
We owe you guys.
And their families, and we appreciate you.
And women. I don't mean, when I say guys, by the way, that's a corporate word.
Well, of course, guys is everybody. Yeah. And here's the thing. I like this. I heard this today. When somebody asks you, it's like, well, you're not very politically correct. I go, well, I'm not a politician.
Right. And you know what? I
don't have to be politically correct.
Not only that, there's a reason everybody knows that they're always lying to you, because they're never ever saying what they think.
I'm not a politician, so I'm going to say what I always say. That's who Cantankerous Josh is. And just to be honest with you people, you're going to notice probably in the tone of my voice, I am in a high state of festivity today, just so you're aware, okay? And we're not going to get into why, but I'm sure you can hear it in my voice. Anyway, so yes, shine out to all the deployed, the vets, and their families. And if you can help out through prayers help, or send money or donations or anything that you can do for them, absolutely. Please do so.
They usually have like military drives at different places too, where they just collect stuff that gets sent to the soldiers.
Right. Another shine out on a lighter note, blackberry smoke. I got to give a shout out to my boys.
Of course.
Oh, my boys were in Sweden opening for Bon Jovi in a 45,000 plus stadium. Oh, they were rocking it. Okay, so yeah, that was cool. Now see, I would go to Sweden to see blackberry smoke. I wouldn't go to Sweden for anything else.
I go to Sweden to see Sweden.
I don't care about that.
But okay, I got to be honest with you. Sweden's kind of further down.
It's a very dangerous place at the moment.
It's further down on the list anyway for me.
Also, I give a shout out to a new show Dana and I watched, this little mini series on Prime called Good Omens.
It was so interesting.
Dude, gotta check it out.
Yeah, if you. It's a trip.
If you've seen American Gods, it's kind of like that in that same vein, but it's pretty fun. It's quirky, it's funny, you check it out. Good Omens. Also, another shine out to Oasiseyecare. Is that Gilbert or Mesa?
I think it says Gilbert. Actually,
is it Gilbert? Okay. So. Shout out to. Okay, guys. Seriously, if you're gonna have an optometrist or an eye doctor, our new eye doctor, and she is awesome, by the way. And we already talked about how particular we are about doctors and stuff like that. I've already jumped around.
We've actually had to be, because
and even our eye doctors,
a lot of them.
But even our eye doctors, like, I've had the worst eyesight, and I've started at some of those quote chain
The
places
assembly line kind of
that if you
places,
look
yeah.
online, their Yelp scores like 1.2. There's a reason. Okay, there's a reason. And then we went to another one that was a local. I mean, really like closer than the other one I'm going to, and they were horrible. And I'm not going to name their names, but the new one, yeah. Guess what her name is? Dr. Peepers.
Peeper.
Oh man, could that
Actually,
not be
that's not
best? And she is awesome. So
She really is.
So
she takes time. She doesn't seem like she's rushing.
No, and she gives you a play-by-play. She's looking at your eye as she's looking at your eye. She's telling you everything. Oh yeah, that looks good. Yeah, that looks great. That's good. She's giving you feedback right then. The last time I went to an optometrist, all they said is it didn't change much from last time. Okay, let's go.
Yeah,
that was seriously. They didn't ask me anything. Nothing. Didn't say, "Hey, are you interested in contacts or anything?" Or didn't even give me an opportunity to ask any questions. So that was and as soon as I walked out, I just looked at Dinah and said, "Yeah, we're done here.
Yeah,
we're totally done here. I will not come back to this place ever again." But Dr. Peeper over at Oasis Eye Care, man, I tell you what, she's been great, and everybody has been great. Everybody from the front staff and the techs and everybody, they've been great. So great shout out to them. And yes, Dinah got some new specs. I got some new specs. And I got some contact lenses. And you know what's cool about that is I can see where I'm looking. Because I had progressive lenses before. I don't have multifocal contact lenses right now. But those of you who have progressives or any bifocals, you know how you have to nod your head and look around and everything to try and focus on stuff.
Right.
I don't have to do that anymore.
Woohoo!
It's beautiful. All right. Also, special little shine out. Personal for me and Dinah. Our little puppy Cracker is going to have some surgery tomorrow.
Yeah.
So if you guys give some good thoughts and vibes out to little Cracker, she's got a little thing on her eye. It's kind of big and ugly, and it's kind of getting in her way. And they're just going to try and remove that tomorrow. And
we've mentioned before, we have 4 dogs.
Yeah, she's up there. I mean, she's like 11 or 12. She's like 11. And, but she's in pretty good health. So just, we're a little concerned about her. It's not bothering other than it's just in her way. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to Dylan's Lawn Care. These guys we've been using for years and years and years and years, and they're just great. They're just laid back, and they do a good job. Now, if you're really particular and meticulous, that's not them. Okay, I'm not that kind of guy when it comes to yard work. Okay, but they do a good enough job for me. So, but I want to give them a shine up because they're just good guys. They're always here and they're nice and
super helpful. Anyway. And they're not like ever trying to gouge anybody.
Never. They're like, oh, you know what you need to do here, and this is going to cost you $50 extra because we had to change out, sprinkler heads that we ran over and broke.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, he doesn't do that. All right, more shine outs. Man, this is like the longest shine out.
We're very shiny.
We're very shiny today. New listeners, Dinah.
New listeners,
new followers, all of that good stuff.
Super.
Hey, we got some. Hey, United America. That's what we need. Thank you for listening.
Yeah, exactly.
We need to be united. We should be able to disagree without shouting
absolutely.
at each other and shooting each other and punching each other and stealing each other's, protest signs and hitting each other and spitting. We should be able just to talk to one another and go, you know what, I don't agree with you and I don't agree with you either, and let's just see, let's try and work it out. But yeah, I don't know what happened to America. Well, I do know what happened to America.
Well,
but,
yeah.
All right, Pinocchio Music Cafe.
Pinocchio Music
What up,
Cafe?
Pinocchio?
What's up?
What's up, yo? What up, homie? Old Tennessee Distilling Company. Oh, heck yeah.
Oh, heck yeah.
Hey, Old Tennessee Distilling Company.
I'm into it.
We could use some samples.
Absolutely.
Yeah, if you'd like to sponsor a show, we could do that. Okay. And Scott Husky. That's
Scott.
it.
Hey, Scott.
Yeah, what's up, homie?
Sup?
Thanks for listening. Thank you all for being here and listening and taking time out of your day. I hope you have a beautiful weekend. And the show's just getting started, so hang tight. Coming up, what are we listening to?
Woohoo!
Music time.
Music.
What's Dana listening to? What's Josh listening to?
Welcome back, everybody, to Moonshine Safari.
Welcome.
And that's Dina over there.
That's Josh.
In her special elevator voice.
Welcome to Moonshine Safari. If anyone wants to hire me to do those outgoing voicemails.
Oh, yeah. That'd be awesome. Wouldn't that be great? Hey, everybody. You know, music is important to us, and I hope music is important to you. And if it's not, it should be. And if it isn't, shame on you. Go listen. Turn off the show right now and go listen to some music.
Go listen
you
to some
filthy
music.
heathen. No, seriously, music should be just a natural part of your day. I mean, that should be like your food and your coffee and your water and your Starbucks and all that stuff that you do. I mean, music should just be the thing, that gets you going. So, Dinah, what have you been listening to?
Well, I have been listening to on our Prime Music, because Amazon. Anyway, they had a 35 greatest hits of Toby Keith that I've had going for a day or so.
I have that one.
Which is good. And
That's a good one.
I had my country mix, which has, it has Leonard Skinner, Blackberry Smoke,
yeah, good stuff.
Charlie Daniels.
Have you listened to that new Toby Keith song, That's Country Bro?
No, I've been meaning to.
You should watch them. I mean, you should follow them on Instagram because just about every day, his Instagram is posting pictures of like old country stars and tidbits
Now
of trivia.
I did see that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're fine. No,
Actually,
so
I did, but...
that's actually been mostly what I've been listening to.
Okay. Well, of course, I've been listening to Blackberry Smoke. In fact, just before the show started, and I was emptying the dishwasher. I had it cranking on our Bose system that we have in there, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, if you're going to listen to music, you need a Bose. You kind of do. It's just
it makes a huge difference.
Yeah, I've been
Just saying.
Tightening up my song Hey and waiting for Dinah to learn it so we can actually sing it and play it. And working on a little ditty that we're going to do something a little different.
Okay.
Oh, did you hear that? Oh, what is Josh doing?
Because guess what? Where we do our show is where the guitars live.
Yeah, it's our studio. We haven't done this. We talked about doing this.
Okay.
Dinah's not going to do anything. I'm just going to play you a little tidbit of once I get tuned up here. Just because I'm trying to fill in time because I don't know what the hell to do. Okay. It's just like a little... I don't know how great you can hear it. Maybe I should come over closer to Dinah for the guitar part. Because her microphone's lower.
Oh, it is lower here.
It's just a little. It's called the Sabbath Ditty. It's just like a little cool little bluesy thing I've just been working on. Just kind of, just fun.
I dig it.
That's just called Sabbath Ditty. That's just something I've been working on.
That's fun.
Yeah, it's a little fun little thingy.
I like it.
Yeah, I thought we'd do something.
I like
and throw that in there, and that wasn't perfect, but something a little different in the show. All right, everybody. Coming up next, I don't know. We'll find out. Don't know what it'll be. Is it peeve? Is it pro tip? Is it story? What is it? I don't know. Stay tuned. What? I don't even know.
Yeah! Oh, no.
Welcome back, everybody, to Moonshine Safari. I'm Josh.
I'm Dinah.
Hey, I hope you liked the little thing.
I did.
The little Sabbath ditty.
It only matters if I did.
Yeah. Well, that is true. Like
That's
that.
awesome.
All right. Hey, it's time for
everybody wanted to hear
time
that.
to tickle. I told you last time when I need to burp, I'm just going to burp, but that was kind of weak, I know. It's time to tickle your funny bone.
You know what I can
And it's
do?
not, you know what? I don't feel like tickling your funny bone because I'm still in a high state of festivity.
You know what I can do?
What can you do? Oh, no, a lot.
I can read.
That's true. You can. Oh, because you have glasses now.
I have the glasses on.
That's beautiful, isn't it? It's nice to be
like,
able to see.
Wow, there's
It's like-
words on this page.
You forgot how great it is to see when you can actually see again.
Okay, like I said, I really do wear them religiously at work, but what happens is when I get home, I get lazy about it.
I understand. So it's time to tickle your funny bone, it's time for Hillbilly Word of the Week with Dinah.
It's time for Hillbilly Word of the Week. Hillbilly Word of the Week is overture. I was overture trailer the other day, but you weren't home. Ba-dum-bum.
Overture. And for those of you who really don't know what the term overture means, look it up. Because I don't know.
Get ready to get your britches in a bunch. It's time for Peeve of the Week. Get out your notepads. It's time for Pro Tip of the Week.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome.
This is Moonshine Safari, if you didn't know.
It certainly is.
And that is Dinah.
And that is Josh.
That is correct. It
Welcome
is.
back to Moonshine Safari.
That's
and I'm going
right.
to stop now because I'm getting
And I'm still in a high state of festivity, but that's not making me mad. Hey, it's time for Peeve of the Week. And this isn't the peeve that's making me... Well, no, I'm not going to say it. Anyway.
All right.
Everybody's going, just say it, Josh. Just say it, Josh.
You started
say
it.
what you're mad about.
That's what my mom used to say when you would start to say something. If you were going to go, well, never mind. And then my mom would go, no, you started it. You have to say it. Actually, when it comes to the peeve and the pro tip, it's kind of all in one.
Good.
And it is not, drum roll please,
Mortgage related?
Oh,
my goodness.
It
Everybody's
is, however, medical related, which we've discussed. We kind of touched on a little bit earlier with our new eye doctor who we like.
Dr. Peepers.
I actually went to the doctor earlier this week for just some nominal, nothing important kind of stuff. But it's in the same office that I see my naturopath, who, by the way, I like still tons. But I guess the tip is just kind of like, make sure you broaden your horizons with who you see a little bit. It has nothing to do with me not liking my current naturopath. It's just that she went to go look at my records and noticed some things that she might be able to actually help me feel better generally overall. And if you're dealing with anything chronic, you kind of understand what I'm saying. But and it's fairly straightforward and it's fairly simple, and it took, I don't even know, like I could say female because she's a woman and so am I, obviously. But
not obviously these days.
Well, but also sometimes just it's a different set of eyes.
That's true.
That catches, like if someone's focused on one thing, maybe another doctor kind of sees a different thing. And you can't always spend your life going to a million different doctors, but
if you can find a handful.
This is within the same office,
Exactly.
so they all have access to the same records.
Right.
It's not like I don't know.
I think you're onto something here. What I think that you're onto here is, and this is making me think back a little bit about all the doctors and my expectations. My expectations of doctors when they call themselves specialists or experts in the field of MS and neurology and stuff like that, and we've met a bunch of them, self-proclaimed and otherwise, who have not been helpful at all, just to be fair, in some ways. And in some ways, some helpful, but there have been a handful that have been hurtful and not helpful at all. But I think Dinah's onto something here about you may really like your doctor, and we do like our naturopathy. We share the same one, but he gets a little tunnel vision sometimes, as some doctor. Well, a lot of doctors do. So I think it is good to, and maybe this is what doctors should do. Maybe this is the pro tip for doctors. Maybe you should broaden your horizons out too, and not think that you know everything, and reach out to other people. Because we found within your own office another doctor who might be able to
suggesting
do some
options. And when actually
work as a team.
She even told me, she goes, you know what, research this topic, and then if you want to come and see me. And I said, it's not going to be a problem, because it's a different doctor. And she said, no, that's fine. So I started looking into it. I'm like, holy freaking cow, she's right.
Yeah.
And so anyway, the point is, I'm kind of excited about it because any progress I can make, anything
just to get you to feel better. I'll
take.
Right. Yep,
so
absolutely.
That's just my, like I said, my quote unquote pro tip for,
medical
anybody, medical. And,
absolutely. We've always said this. You have to be your own advocate. You have to be the one that fights for you. And yes,
no one else is going to care about your health as much as you.
And yes, doctors get upset and offended because they have, $200,000 worth of debt of medical school that they went through, and they think they know more than you. And they do know a lot about more about things, but they don't know you. They don't know your body. They may know book knowledge of how things kind of work, but that's all a bunch of theory stuff too. Especially when you come to MS, which is a jumble bunch of everything kind of thrown into the mix.
I've actually come to the conclusion that multiple sclerosis is.
That's why they call it multiple.
It's right. It's an umbrella term.
It is.
And they basically go, okay, you fit that the best. We're going to shove you into that.
That's why they call it multiple, because it's everywhere and it affects everybody in a different way.
Correct.
And it's just crazy. Anyway, but all right. Well, thanks. Coming up. I don't know what we're going to talk about.
What are we going to talk about?
I know. We may go straight. Oh, you do? Okay.
I do.
Awesome. Dina knows. Josh doesn't. Stay tuned.
Shh. Quiet and listen. It's time for Marriage Story of the Week.
Welcome back to Moonshine Safari. I am High Pistivity Josh.
Well, it is cantankerous, right?
I am cantankerous, that's right. I am getting better. As the show is progressing, I'm getting better because of you. And because I know you're out there listening and you're giving us positive vibes and you're liking and sharing and going to all of the crazy places and doing the things and doing all that.
Doing all those things.
All those things.
All the things.
Right, because you don't want me to get to like stage 2 of pistivity.
No, nobody wants that.
No, nobody wants that. Okay. No. Dinah's got something planned.
Well, it's not really a big plan.
Okay. Well, does it have to be a big plan?
So lately, think about it. Okay, so we've had the Avengers movie that incorporated time travel. I'm going to see if I can say this nicely. The travesty of the Cursed Child Harry Potter book incorporated some ridiculous theories. Anyway, okay.
Well, wait, hold on. Well, there was some time traveling when Hermione used the...
Yeah, but there were rules, and those rules didn't apply in the Cursed Child. Anyway.
I know, but that's still time travel.
It is still time travel. And you know what, to be fair...
Excuse me.
Spoiler alert, not even spoiler alert. It's my opinion. You can like it. I just don't. Anyway. And then, if you think about it, you have Star Trek. There's our dog. Star Trek, especially at the very end, had those like big time travel episodes. Anyway, so it seems like there's been a lot of people, discussing that and how that works. And, if you think about it, there was kind of a little hint of it in Game of Thrones with Bran, because Hodor all that time was saying Hodor, he was saying hold the door. It was the time travel thing also. Yeah. Anyway, the point is, I think it's interesting. So my question for Josh, if you could witness any event, past, present, or future, what would it be?
Oh, you can't. I wouldn't have any idea. I mean, seriously. I can actually think of a lot. I could think of a lot. I couldn't think of just one.
Just one?
I couldn't think of just one.
That does make it hard if you just had to pick one. Like, I would always think, I would love to...
I got one.
Okay.
Just hit me.
Okay.
The creation of the world.
Oh, yeah. I guess that's true. That would be awesome.
That'd be it. That'd be what I wanted to see. I'd want to see the creation of the world.
See it all happen?
Either that, or I want to see the Mount Sinai experience.
Oh, my gosh, yeah.
I want to see the Mount Sinai experience. That's what I want to see.
See, okay, obviously I think of that stuff. That would be amazing, actually.
That would answer a lot of my questions.
Moses splitting the sea, potentially.
Yeah, I don't care about that.
I think it would be fascinating.
I mean, I'd like to see, okay, I would like to see it, but that wouldn't even make my top 10.
I would like to see some of the famous speeches that we've heard over time, like Martin Luther King, John F. Kennedy. That stuff gets me going like, wow.
See, I don't care about those because you can see those on YouTube. I would say George Washington.
Okay, that would be awesome. That would be fantastic.
Because if I had to pick any, okay, if I could, I saw this on, it's like if you could pick any president past, who would you? George Washington was the best president this country's ever had.
Oh, absolutely.
And will ever have, unless we get somebody with some kind of humility and care about the country more than care about themselves.
Well, and the problem is,
and their party.
When you run for president, it's because you're a little bit narcissistic.
Well, he didn't run
anyway. Well, exactly. See, that's the thing. The people that are best suited to power are the people that don't want it.
Always. The people who are spending millions and millions of dollars to get to get a job that costs or gets paid $400,000 a year.
Yep.
It used to be $200,000 a year when I was in school, but I think it's what, $400 now or something like that. Plus the rest of your life, all your expenses pretty much taken care of, and security and all that stuff forever.
Right. Agreed.
Yeah. So,
but I think that would be interesting. I think Henry VIII's court would be interesting.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
I know that's your thing.
It fascinates me though.
Yeah.
Okay, but when I say witness it, like, I don't want to be living in it. I just want to be able to be like standing outside and watching. I don't want to be part of the deal.
Yeah,
and that's no fun.
Yeah, you want to be like Christmas Carol.
Exactly, just watching,
like a ghost in the background,
going wow.
Yeah.
So anyway, I find that interesting. But
the moon landing.
The moon landing. That would be good. Why did he have a map in his pocket? And who took the picture?
Right.
Like,
why couldn't the guy? Yeah, and
Joe
how would he have a map? No one had been there before.
See,
and why couldn't he why couldn't he turn around and look down and follow his footprints back?
His own footprints, if he's the only one that's ever been up there.
Wow. See, there's some questions, people.
Anyway. Okay.
No conspiracies here. Just move along. Move along.
Nothing
people.
To see here. Okay, next question.
Oh, okay. I thought that was the whole thing. Okay. New question.
Do you have another thing to say?
No, I was just kind of thinking.
What question? It's a related question. Okay. So, what questions would you like to ask a time traveler from 200 years in the future?
Oh boy.
The problem is there are so many possibilities that I don't even know what to ask.
Right.
I feel like I would have to know something to ask it.
What Fast and Furious are we on?
Exactly. and how? Okay.
Jeez,
at what point did they start just CGIing old stars that have passed? Because that's going to happen.
We don't have any new actors. We just use all the old ones because nobody likes them. I don't know. I guess I could say. I guess I would say, what is the world like? I mean, are we in other planets, have we
met other beings?
Exactly. I mean, is there peace?
Is it like a Star Trek kind of a thing?
Is there peace? Right. Are people living in peace now? Are people done fighting and killing each other for dumb reasons, just because they believe a different thing? I don't know.
Yeah,
I think that'd be one. I think I would ask them that. I would say, what do y'all eat?
Exactly. And did you figure out how to harvest food, let's say, and energy from the earth without doing harm?
Was climate change a real thing?
I mean, because the problem is...
I would ask that. I would say, seriously, was climate change a real thing? Was that a thing? Was it a real thing? Did we as humans really... we know we're damaging... We know that because the plastic particles that are in the ocean, and I even read that how we eat so many plastic particles that get in our processed food. You see it all the time. People, companies recalling millions of pounds of beef. Well, they recall millions of pounds of beef. Well, that came from millions of cows that just got killed for nothing because some metal shavings got in it.
Well, and then you have to take, like we've talked about before, but then you have to take into account the fact that we feed cows food that cows should not be eating.
True. That's true.
You know, so there's a lot of things that we do to our own bodies.
Cow chow.
Really.
That's right.
That is bad. So it makes sense
Yeah.
that we do bad things to the earth. The question is, what is the impact? Because the problem is,
did AI? Did it happen?
Right. Did they have sentience?
Did the Terminator come?
Exactly. That's true.
Did the computers take over? That'd be one.
Can you time travel now? Well, obviously, if we're asking a time traveler.
Well, obviously.
Duh.
Here's your sign.
Duh.
Here's your sign. Oh, yeah, that'd be interesting.
That's a hard question to ask.
That is a hard question, but it's something to ponder and think
It
about.
is.
I'd be like, what's the music like?
Yeah, exactly. Do they still listen to the music that we listen to now, or do they think it's just ridiculous and antiquated?
Exactly. What is the music like? You know, what is that kind of stuff. That'd be interesting.
Or is it dystopian, like some of the Mad Max stuff? You know, what the heck?
Yeah, I guess we could probably judge some of it based on the appearance of the future traveler.
There you go. That's true.
Right.
That's true.
So,
If they're going, please don't make me go back.
He comes back and he looks like Michael Jackson. We're like, oh shit.
No.
The cryogenics worked. Damn.
Oh
my gosh. All right.
Okay, I have one more
Got
question.
one more question. Okay. One more.
And this goes now. See, we're going back again. But what did you think was cool when you were young that you don't think so now?
What do I think?
Because I have a really good answer for this, but I'm waiting for you.
Oh, you mean you have an answer for me?
No. For me.
Oh, well, maybe you should go ahead and share, and I'll think about this for a second.
Okay, there's a couple of things because I'm an 80s kid, as I've not hidden my age, so I grew up in the 80s. So one of the things is, and I might share one of these one of the days. Once we go on video, I'll start sharing some other stuff. But I used to do, when I say I have thick hair, I'm not kidding. And when I was younger, it was even thicker. And it was really long, and I used to get spiral perms because it was the 80s. And my hair was so big that I could have given Hagrid a run for his money. Just saying.
You could. That is true. Yeah.
So that's one thing that I think everybody thought was cool. That's just now we all go, woo, no, it's a little scary.
You guys do that, but I still think the 80s hair is hot.
Well, okay,
I like that big.
I feel like there's an in-between.
Okay, if you could do the big hair, but not the big bangs. That big, swoopy, Aquanet bangs, like come in like a right angle. Those aren't good.
The rooster look.
That's not good.
Anybody who grew up in the 80s knows what the rooster look is.
Right, that's not a good look. I mean, you could do bangs that are nice, but you could still have a big poodle, perm, coat, whatever. In fact, that's when I noticed you first when you had your hair.
It's true. It's also helped that
noticed you in that way.
It's also helped that I wasn't putting the other hair in front of my face.
No,
so anyway,
cool. I'm not going to say mullet because I liked my mullet, and screw all you guys who thinks mullets are stupid.
I thought it looked good.
I had a freaking bitchin' mullet, man. I'm just telling you. It was awesome. And it was permed up, looking tight.
You did have a perm in the back.
It looked good. So yeah. I like my mullet. If I had enough hair, I'd have another one. Except it would be like that cul-de-sac mullet redneck dude.
He had big mullet and he cannot lie.
It probably wouldn't even be mostly hair. It'd probably be mostly like neck hair and back hair.
Oh, gross. Come on now.
That's what happens when you get old like me. Let's see.
Okay, well, you never did this either, but I keep going to 80s.
Muscle pants.
Oh, yeah.
Muscle pants. I had some muscle pants.
I remember you wore those.
Yeah. I had some purple
some crazy colors.
See, now you remember. It just hit me because I was thinking. Well, back in the day, I used to because I wear size 15 shoe, so it was kind of hard. My options back then were even here in Arizona were still challenging. So most of the time, you could find Reeboks. Those black Reebok high tops with the Velcro on the top. You know what I'm talking about? You guys know what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, I used to wear those out. I wore so many pairs of those things out. It was ridiculous. But I used to wear those and my muscle pants.
Yep, I remember. Well, okay, I didn't think of it until you said it. That's pretty funny.
That I would not do again.
Okay, well, I used to do and this is one of the things I used to do, but you never did this. I used to do the whole fold your pants over, roll them up, and safety.
Oh yeah. I couldn't because my ankles were too. I hated freaking jeans in the 80s. They were all freaking tapered.
I know, I loved
all
that.
of them. No, I hate them because they were already tapered. And then if I wanted to, everybody was wearing them like that, except for guys with big ankles. We couldn't. You couldn't even pin them over. It would look so ghetto.
Okay, well, here's what would happen. So when
I never
would
did that.
put on a pair of pants with the really tapered snug leg, when you would wear them for like a couple hours and it would start to stretch out a little bit because you've been wearing them for a little while, I would take them off, change if I could, and put them in the wash so that they would tighten up again because I hated that.
I remember I see them stretch.
I hated that.
Right. You used to stick them down in your socks and pull your socks over.
Oh, absolutely. I had the big old slouchy socks.
Yep. I remember all that.
I was styling.
You were. All right.
Woohoo.
All right.
That's all I got.
That's all I got. I don't have any other regrets.
No.
Except
everything we did was perfect.
Because I never had a choice of what I wore because my mom bought my clothes. So
yes, she did.
Anyway. All right. That's it. Coming up. Drinks and recipes.
Drinks and recipes.
Stay tuned if you want.
You know you do.
You should.
You should.
Get out your glasses. It's time for the Moonshine Safari Drinks and Recipes.
Welcome back to Moonshine Safari, everybody. I'm Josh.
I'm Dinah.
Hey, thanks for hanging on. Hope you liked that little fun little story. Thanks for that.
Y'all.
That was fun, Dinah.
You're
I appreciate
welcome.
that. And I am in a less state of festivity as I was when we first started the show. And I told you I would be because all of you listening and because of my beautiful wife, Dinah, sitting here next to me, patting me on my rumpus as I'm doing the show. And I appreciate that. That's really helpful.
All right.
All right. Drinks and recipes. Hey, this is going to be a little different. Again, drinks and recipes. Yesterday... Guess what yesterday was? Well, you would know if you would go to our Instagram page.
Okay, to be fair, I've actually gotten better about posting it on all social media.
Oh.
So when it hits Instagram,
Awesome.
It hits Facebook, it hits Twitter.
Oh, did you hear that? So everywhere that you could possibly go and so you don't have to you could go to all of them because you have them all. And you could just keep up because you like getting those notifications because it makes you feel important.
It does.
It makes me feel important. I'm always checking my social media stuff. I'm like a freaking crack addict checking my stuff. But yesterday was National Moonshine Day.
National Moonshine Day.
Oh, man. That's our day, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Heck
Moonshine
yeah.
Safari's day.
Yep.
Right? That's our wonderful
Absolutely.
day. Exactly. And it is on June 5th every year. That is National Moonshine Day. And, of course, so what we would like to do, what is your favorite moonshine? Your favorite moonshine brand? Maybe even your... favorite moonshiner if you have a personal connection with someone who does it on the self just for their own medicinal purposes and not for sale,
just for celebration,
or those that are now distilling and legal in everywhere now, like Old Smoky and Midnight Moon and some. Tell us what your favorite brands are. Maybe give us some suggestions of some that maybe we haven't mentioned on any of our shows. And you know what? If you don't want to go back and listen, you don't have to. Just give us a suggestion and we'll tell you if we tried it or not. Maybe give us a favorite cocktail that you have. We've expressed some of ours and gave you some. Prescott Punch. That's one of our favorites with Hunch Punch from Old Smoky and some vanilla vodka and some Coke. Oh, it's delicious.
It's delicious. And
I've been able to find any Hunch Punch.
Well, yeah. I've been also trying to for instance this week, and as Josh said, if you had our Instagram, you'd know. But when it was national, it was a snarty. I wasn't trying to be snarty. When it was National Cognac Day, I posted a famous cognac recipe. So,
yeah.
I try to keep it relevant, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, she's doing a great job. So give Dinah a hand and give her some props for that. You guys also know that my favorite moonshine at the moment is Midnight Moon Blackberry. That's my favorite. It's so delicious.
I would have to agree.
Yeah. And number 2 is Hunch Punch from Old Smoky.
I would have to agree secondly.
See? We both have good tastes.
We do.
Because I like her taste and she likes mine. So there.
Okay.
All right, everybody. That's a show.
That's it, guys.
That's it. We hope you have a great
We're just
weekend.
trying to be chill, because you know what? Sometimes it just, like Josh said, sometimes we need to get away from the heavy.
Yeah. So we appreciate you listening, and we hope you have a great weekend.
Absolutely.
We hope you are good to one another. Be good to each other, please. And when you want to yell or honk or do something, I don't know, maybe just take a second. And if we all just were a little more patient, maybe there'd be less angst.
And shooting.
Yeah, angst in the world.
And you know what? It's okay to put down your phone while you're driving so that everybody else can not have...
Wave, but not with the middle finger. Yeah. Be good to each other. Spread that shine, y'all.
Spread the shine, guys.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Yeehaw! Thank y'all for coming by to Moonshine Safari. May your glasses be full and your hearts happy.